Any day now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I was waiting for the guitar to... That part.
Look at DJ 11. Everyone's on their phone. See?
I'm not on my phone. It's all the way over there. But I am in this podcast hosting it. My name is Marcos Lira, but I am not alone. Across from me in the Spaceman shirt, we got...
Oh, I am a spaceman. And I'm Pixel Primo. I'm JJ.
And...
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. And last but not least, we have...
I'm never last or least.
You are just last, literally right now.
I'm first. If you're not last, you're first. Sammy Gonzalez, a.k.a. The Mexicans. Welcome to the show.
That was my fault. I sent JJ a meme about eating ass.
Yeah. And I wanted to see why our goddamn last TikTok got suppressed, but that's for another day.
Well, we're not here to talk about TikToks right now.
We're here to make them.
We are.
Waka, waka, waka. Mexicans.
But we are here to talk about our representation in video games. I just thought this would be a little bit of a fun topic. I try to do one serious, one fun right after. And then after everything that just happened in Blue Beetle, with us kind of breaking through on the comic front, just wanted to turn our lens a little bit towards video games, and especially with a Pixel Primo here.
What's a Pixel Primo, you may ask?
It's a podcast about pixels.
What? Unbelievable. Tell us more.
It's on YouTube. If you're a fan of Alpha Primos, you'll be a fan of
The
Pixel
fuck is an Alpha Primo?
I am an Alpha Primo.
What is it? Show us.
Oh.
This is a pitch, man. Come on. I'm trying to help him out. He's the first time he's pitched this shit in like 3 weeks, and I've always been like, oh yeah, you can pitch it anytime you want. And then when he does...
First time I've been on in 3 weeks.
Oh, there we go. Alpha Primos. Oh,
there
dude, that's a pretty cool thumbnail over there.
Yeah, look at that. Go follow the Alpha Primos. Also, by association, the Pixel Primos. I think I should all just put it on one channel and just call the Namel Pixel Primos. Okay, it is all there. Go to Alpha Primos. That's ALPHAPRIMOS. Go available today on all your favorite YouTube channel.
Rico Hero just subscribed.
There you go. Support your local Mexican creator, aka JJ.
So I will say right off the bat,
And Juan and Paco.
This is going to be one of the first things that I've researched in a while that actually has a little bit of runway. There was people that were very passionate about Hispanic representation in video games, as opposed to the other things out there that we've done.
What do you mean? Like people that were making lists and stuff? Because I looked up some stuff too. Because I had to figure out, are there any fucking Mexicans in video games in the first place?
Yes.
There's like 5.
There's a lot more than 5.
I know of 5. Let's see if I can name
They're all Street Fighter.
most of them. Let's see. So it would be T-Hawk, El Fuerte, 2 Street Fighter, King from Tekken. Technically, both of them. I don't know if Armor King is Mexican.
Armor King is a different person.
But is he Mexican?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. So King 1, King 2, Armor King. There's your 5. Ogre is Aztec looking. I'll take that. There is a Virtua Fighter that is a Mexican luchador.
Yes.
El Blaze or some shit like that. Yeah. And then let's see. Every single one of my creative characters in any video game ever. Sammy Gonzalez. No, they do. He's a 9-time Super Bowl champion. Sammy Gonzalez, running back, quarterback, hybrid. He counts.
Okay, Taysom Hill. But anyway,
Tito Gutierrez, famed quarterback for the Jets.
Well, T-Hawk is probably a good place to start.
Good old Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk is the greatest Mexican character of all time.
Well,
spun off into his own franchise,
right? Who would have thought that there was that much shredding in Mexico?
I believe there's 2. T-Hawk is the size of 2 Tony Hawks. I may be wrong.
T-Hawk's like 7'2", I think.
I
he
may
had
be
to slim
right.
down for his pro skating career.
Let's see. Guys, I have like a weird, stupid brain when it comes to Street Fighter knowledge. T-Hawk.
I actually, T-Hawk here from Street Fighter was one of the first characters that I ever experienced that was actually Mexican. Found out, according to the lore, he's actually American and then got pushed to Mexico.
He's 7'7", and it's retconned. They made him from Mexico in the game, and then they made him Arizona, Nevada, like that desert. And he's like, oh, he's American, but whatever. And I'm like, that's stupid.
Well, I'd read, which kind of made sense, is that he's based on Geronimo, so he goes back and forth. Makes sense.
Right, but the game goes Mexico when you play him, so it's from the
He
first
might have
one.
been on the res.
But anyway,
But I mean, that was probably 6 or 7, maybe even 8 when I first played Street Fighter. That would be the first kind of realm that I got. What was y'all's first experience? Is it T-Hawk as well, or was there any?
Carmardo? Sunset Riders. Sunset Riders.
Oh, dude, I love that game.
right. That's right. I'm trying to think other than T.
Yeah. Sunset Riders.
Are you talking about Cartucho?
Oh, yeah, whatever. His name was weird.
Is Yoshi Mexican?
Oh, I was going to
Technically,
put that clip at the
no,
beginning.
What, the Spanish singing Yoshis?
Yeah.
God, Yoshi can sing Spanish so good. No more AI covers. Actually, or more AI covers. We'll get into it. Because I would vote Yoshi as a video game character that's Mexican.
He's the one in the purple.
No, I remember he's the one in the purple, but I'm trying to read his name. It's just very little. Cormano.
Cormano, there you go.
I think mine was T-Hawk, man. Or King. I think King was the first one that I played, technically. Because I think I played Tekken 2 before I played Street Fighter. No, that's not right. I played Super Street Fighter. So yeah, it would be T-Hawk. So, that's my answer. Yoshi's not pretty Japanese. Hold the phone, all right? Yoshi has a very good... Are you going to pull it up?
He's a dinosaur.
He's a dinosaur, but Yoshi's Island...
Well,
They're of
we
all
are
different
talking.
colors.
We are talking about Hispanic representation in video games, and I always thought this was one of the funniest things that happens. Mario does have a Mexican world in the new one now.
He does, and he
Yes.
wears like a sombrero hat, which I don't know how I feel about it, but...
It's cool.
See, even Rakeem thought Mario was Mexican because of his mustache. It was the Burt Reynolds rule.
fuckers? I'm assuming you ain't never seen a Mexican. We got Cuban.
Mama huevo.
Dominican Luigi.
Mamá huevo, mira mi plátano, pa.
I fucking look at. I gotta admit that I hate everything that video stands for, but goddamn, it is funny.
I mean, it's just
It's
kids,
just-
kids goofing off.
It's kids goofing off with Mexican stereotypes and shit like that, but fuck, is it funny? I can't. If it comes on, I have to watch it twice. It's making mofongo is too fucking good of a joke. Like that is just making mofongo. The kids are right.
Well, in everything that we were talking about, I'm going to steal a bit from TJ, which is having a pop quiz randomly.
Fuck. Okay, I'll pass.
All right, we'll see if you.
Does Amingo from Marvel vs. Capcom 2 count? That's a
Yeah.
cactus. I'm not sure.
So that is some of the things that we will talk about here in a second. But when it comes to our quiz, what is and I actually couldn't find an answer to this. So this is the best answer that I got. Maybe the chat can prove me wrong or right. But from 1985, what is the first big Hispanic character in video games?
1985? Mm-hmm. 1985. Can I get a clue of what system it is?
No, TJ didn't give clues. You just saw a blue Jeopardy board.
Okay, 85. That's got to be NES.
Oh my god, is it Punch Out?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. NES. Is it some sort of soccer game? Pele?
I didn't count
Pele's
sports.
Brazilian.
Well, that's Latino. It's like
That
South
we will get into that.
Let us know in the comments if Pele is Hispanic or Latino. 1985. Yeah, it's not Mike Tyson's Punch Out. You said not sports?
I didn't count sports
Didn't
because
count
I don't know if there was a soccer game that would technically be the answer, but I don't.
Is Bill Lambier somehow Hispanic?
No,
It's combat.
I don't know.
Shit. I guess I give up. 85. I can't. I'm not that old. I'm just 5 years before I was born.
I mean, that's older than me and JJ too by a lot.
That's like only a year before you guys were born.
that we're not Tommy.
You guys are elderly. Okay, but yeah, does Brazilian count? Anyway, what is it?
Carmen Sandiego.
Ah.
I thought she was Italian.
No,
Or Spanish. I
She's
thought
from
she was-
San Francisco.
I thought she was from San Diego, you mean?
No, I thought Carmen Sandiego. No, that's her last name.
Where is she from?
San Francisco.
Like California?
Yes,
She's American.
Mexican American.
But Carmen, just because her name's Carmen
I said, what's the
Sandiego.
first Hispanic character?
She
When
might
I
be
looked it up,
Spanish.
everyone said it was Carmen Sandiego.
That's fine. That's fine. She had a cool theme song. I'm okay with it. Where in the
That-
world is Carmen Sandiego?
that does go into a little bit of an issue that a lot of people were saying when I was researching this. That is like, why are we always the bad guys? Like, we're villains in almost most things. And I know you were really big on fighting games, but in what's the shooting? Red Dead Redemption, bad guys.
Misspelled also.
What happened?
Javier Escuela.
Oh.
His name is Escuella.
Oh, got
It's
it.
spelled Escuella.
That's right.
Call of Juarez, bad guys. Like, there's
I mean, that's the thing. If you're doing westerns, Mexicans are bad guys. Which
Well,
is
even
Not in Sunset Riders, baby.
not Sunset Riders, baby. Not Sunset Riders, though. No, but that's
he's
like,
actually. Oh man, this is too small for us to look at. Yeah, it's way too small. Somebody. This is the only guy that has a whole little panel
Bio.
for him. Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing. That's like a thing from cinema that all the Mexicans are bad guys. Like that's just a carryover. This is part of the trope. So I don't get too upset with that. Like if you go back and watch some of those movies, it's like Clint Eastwood's all dashing and has this like, cowboy hat and looks all dapper and shit. All the Mexicans are missing teeth and they're all gold and just covered in fucking filth and just rapists and murderers. Like the fucking bullshit that's been spewed for at least 7 years now at this point with goddamn Trump. So
Thought all the bad guys in those movies were white.
they were Mexicans or white guys covered in dirt to be played as Mexican. No, I'm just saying not those ones, but like other westerns of that sort, right? I forget, is it Treasure of the Sierra Madre, shit like that, where they're just like,
That's an old 1930s movie.
fine, we'll go older.
I don't need no stinking badge.
Yeah, exactly. Though that guy just all dolled up, all just disgusting. So, there's like that. T-Hawk was a good guy, like canonically, and even in the movie, he was a good guy. Where's some of the other ones?
Good guy. Good skater.
Some of the other what?
Other characters that you brought up, or
Well, right now, what I was going to bring up real quick is just one of the old things that I always talk about, that I used to pretend characters were Mexican just because they were brown. One of the funniest instances like
Alt
this.
costume Ryu.
Yeah.
oh my god, changing hats.
I know this is like a racist cartoon thing, like the Mexican sleeping like with the sarape and the hat. Because of like this look, I always thought Kung Lao was Mexican.
I mean, technically that is a sombrero. I'm not gonna argue that, but yeah, I would agree. I would agree that that's under the transitive property of Mexican. He gets to be a Mexican.
And
we
then,
also get borracho.
oh yeah, that is an actual like stolen. Well, Mortal Kombat is very fun.
Let me see. I don't know who Borracho is.
Well, can you put it all together like it was one name?
Borracho. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. I get things, Marcos.
Can you guess his fighting style?
Is it it was a wrecking ball.
No,
No.
he's a drunken fighter guy.
Oh,
Drunken boxing.
you got fucking.
But he did get smaller as
Yeah.
like the games went on, just to like make him more.
Borracho.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's Mexican guy. That looks like me. Shit, I could go as him for Halloween.
You could in Vegas.
Finally got a mariachi inspired skin. Nice.
Before we talk about that, just because Mortal Kombat is my favorite, I did find out I was wrong. There is a Hispanic-ish Mortal Kombat character, and he doesn't show up when you type his name. Maven is from Mortal Kombat is apparently Hispanic. He's just
Tough enough?
sorry, Taven.
Taven.
Yeah, just random dude.
To prevent
He's-
Armageddon, he and his brother Dagon must undertake a quest that will decide the fate of the world. That doesn't sound too exciting.
No,
Is that like a Kyle Rayner Mexican, where he's just
Yes.
like, we're gonna call him Mexican because we need one, and Mexicans come in every color and size.
That was actually Ed Boon doing what I was doing in reverse, which is just like he's tan, he's Hispanic. But Mortal Kombat is usually a little bit more alien and otherworld type stuff where they move beyond Earth. That being said, I ran from Mortal Kombat as well as somebody else that brings up. This came up earlier in the chat, and it's not a video game I've ever played. But I thought it was really fun because it is actually centered on two undocumented immigrants trying to get through America. And it's Life is Strange 2, apparently, has two Mexican kids.
Yeah. So we were originally planning to do this when Sam got COVID.
Yeah.
And my brother was here and he was like, So do you want me to talk about Life is Strange? That's really the only one I can think of.
Oh, yeah. Life is Strange. It has 2 Mexican... Wait, what?
It's Life is Strange 2 or 3. I forget which one.
It's 2.
I didn't play it.
Let me see. What does this game look like? I want to buy it.
It's a walking sim.
Oh, is that story mode where it's like a profile and you just kind of have to walk through and do a story?
You make choices. It's like the Detroit game.
Oh, let me see. Marcos, you're getting distracted. Come on.
No, I was unlocking it, and I already had it pulled up.
Oh,
No,
look
I'm not gonna do a let's play. Get
Okay,
the
yeah.
fuck
Oh, like,
outta
look,
here.
it's another. Okay, I'm mad at white guy reviewers right now. I saw that Blue Beetle review that you showed me with the stupid taco thumbnail.
I saw you like took the time to like.
Oh, because someone else posted again, and I saw people were fucking pissed off about it, and it pissed me off, and I was sick of it. It was 3 a.m. Let's see. Life is Strange 2.
What's happening? What you and your brother have is the most important thing.
Familia.
Sean. Oh, God. Are you
Oh, yes.
okay?
The Mexican name Sean.
It's Juan.
Wish I could go back to my town.
Did they get it wrong?
Hey, just the
No,
son I
Sean
wanted
is
to
just
see.
Juan.
Oh, I know, but they called him Sean.
Right.
The cops are talking to everybody at school.
Hey, don't ever touch my brother.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, step away. Now.
Calm down, officer.
Shut up.
They have like telekinesis powers.
This is a nightmare.
It's telekinesis, Kyle.
No way.
Sean, maybe you could come back.
I'm sorry, Layla. I can't. I have no idea where we are. What I'm doing. Feels like we're walking nowhere.
Sean, I'm scared.
I'm right here. How am I supposed to take care of us out here?
I know who you are and what you did.
That guy apparently is a really racist, like typical Arizona type guy.
For the rest of your lives.
Why doesn't he just get exploded? I mean, he has the brain powers.
I don't think he can control it like most child.
What you and your brother have.
Is it the little one
the
that has
most
it?
important thing. He
Juan?
needs you.
Yeah, it's a little.
Nope, Daniel's the little one.
That's a random blogger that helps him along the way.
Oh my god.
So you've played this game?
No, I just read like a little bit up on it so I could talk about it because. So I don't know if you have this gripe. I know you have this gripe sometimes, where it's just like Mexican Americans can't get anything without being like overly depressing, kind of thing.
I didn't say that. You said that.
That-
I said they always have to be gang members and violent.
Oh, I guess you said that, and then I said that in reference to a TV show. I forgot which one it was on Netflix.
Yeah.
But like the what?
The Mayans.
No, that's not on Netflix. It's the one about the guy that owns the restaurant.
Oh, fuck! What I forget. That was so forgettable.
Hintified, I think.
Yeah, Hintified. That first season.
Yeah.
Really fun and exciting. And then the grandpa gets deported. And then the second season came out, and it was like the trailer was just like, oh my god, WTF! I'm on the Twitstagram, and I was like, shut the fuck up! I don't want to watch this. I can't even support it. That's how bad that writing was. If that was what you were showing to people to watch, then no. And then apparently it wasn't that good anyway. So.
Well, like they just like so they adopt a dog and the dog dies. They get beaten up. Like
Spoiler alert!
this game's been out for like 5 years.
I didn't even know they were Mexicans. I wanted to play it. Now I'm gonna kill my dog. Great, fantastic. But anyway, dog dies.
Yeah.
You get to kill your dog, and then what else happens?
No, don't get to kill your dog. A panther kills your dog.
Why are you spoiling it more? That's even worse.
Oh man,
Try to avoid it. Make the right choices.
Emiliano has a big problem with Hintified.
Because he's from Texas, and those are from East Los or whatever the fuck.
that didn't make it. I doubt that's his problem
That's
with it.
exactly his problem. He's a Texas purist. Anyway.
So I have a random clip to show you guys. I have no idea what this clip is, but overall, I'm asking: is this character racist?
Yes. If you have to ask, yes.
No.
Perhaps. Let's see. Oh.
No, that's just literally me making rice.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah, he even speaks Japanese and everything. It's kind of exciting.
He doesn't speak Japanese.
JJ speaks Japanese. I guess that wasn't Japanese. That was a Japanese guy speaking English as a Mexican man. Whatever.
But no,
No.
it just goes into the whole thing where I know you have a little bit of a gripe on this, that it's just like we can't be Hispanic culture without it just being food based. Like there's more to Mexicans than being
I
food.
feel like that's another one of your things.
No, that's your thing.
That's
One thing.
absolutely not my thing. I was gonna say it's fine
Okay.
that it's a food thing. Honestly, like I'm saying that what my vantage point is not necessarily food based, but mostly taco based. Like I'm talking about
His finisher is called the Fajita Buster.
That's better than the Taco Buster, to be fair. To be fair, honestly, it's a very fine line, but it is tacos and burritos, and even to some extent tortillas, beans for sure. If it's those four, it's like try a little harder. A fajita smasher, that's trying a little bit. That's
What
trying
the fuck
a little
would the
bit.
fajita part be on a human?
The rib.
The sizzle.
Is it the back ribs? Like,
I don't know, but it sounds delicious. But that's the idea, right? No, it's a
flavorful finish, if you will.
It's a shut up. It's a fighting game. Fighting games don't know how to do Mexican characters other than luchadors. I looked it up. There's like one game in like some knockoff SNK game that is just a Japanese guy who was retconned to be Mexican. It seems like James Hu or something like that. And so it was a Google. I looked up Mexican characters and they had a list of them. But no, they're all mostly luchadors or just generic kung fu
Chile
guys.
Mexicano. What else? Habanero Dash. Fajita Buster. Tostada Press.
See, those are all. But none of them are Taco Puncher or whatever the fuck.
Quesadilla Bomb.
Miguel is technically Spanish, like from Spain.
Yeah, Miguel from
Agent of-
Tekken. Yeah.
I do have a funny story from the 90s about a Mexican character. I'm looking at my phone to pull up the story, guys. That's all I'm trying to do.
When the hell did you get it? Do you have the little brother powers from it?
No, he oversold how far away it was from him. He goes, "It's over there," and it was like within arm's reach.
So a fun fact, there was a Mexican team in charge of the fighting game Rage of the Dragons. In their first meeting with Japan, one of the staffers from KOF challenged them to a video game fight. And the Mexican guy was like, if I win, you have to put my character in KOF. And he won. That's why Angel is in King of Fighters.
What does he look like?
Angel is a girl.
Oh, what does she look like? Angel's a very, I was going to say, androgynous is the right word? Ambiguous?
Could go either way.
Ambiguous means that you don't know what they are. Androgynous, I believe, is both. Yeah, I know there's a Trump mugshot. It's the greatest stupid picture of all time. He's an ugly fucker, and I hope he takes a hard fall. That's actually my new insult for people. I hope they take a hard fall. Because a hard fall hurts like fuck. Jesus Christ, put some pants on, lady.
She's wearing tights.
Oh, I thought she was just naturally tan. Also, the tights are the same as her stomach?
Yes.
She's not wearing a shirt.
She's wearing a blouse, like it's like literally like
think
assless,
it's
fretless
chaps.
chaps,
Yeah.
and then underwear, and then a midriff. I'm just saying, it's very 90s.
Yeah, 100%.
Very
Like she could be
90s.
in that music video that you're talking about.
Or in Mad Max.
My dementia's kicking in. What music video are you talking about?
The one that you really liked, that was just like, all my favorite women are guys or something like that.
What?
That does sound like something you'd say.
Okay, are you
the random song.
Are you trying to give me dementia by implanting weird fucking things? All my favorite women are guys.
Clip that.
Okay, God, you speak in like imaginary phrases. I had to decipher what you fucking meant. You meant the goddamn Kyle Gordon music video song.
I don't know the name of the artist.
No, that's the comedian who did the song. Planet of the Bass. Good God, man.
Savage Mandy knew what I was talking about.
But Savage Mandy understands how to understand your bullshit.
She's been in the same room as me 3 times.
Women are my favorite guy is the line.
I was close.
Not close. Anyway.
close.
Anyway. Continue.
So fun fact over the Japanese creators losing that bet. Because of that, one of Angel's dislikes is
Japanese people? No.
Gambling.
Ha.
Because they bet on.
That's
on
funny. I also realized blood type actually meant something in fighting games from Japan. Apparently, Japanese culture, blood type, they believe
It's
that
like a horoscope.
Yeah, it has
I didn't know
some
that.
sort of personality type. So like Chun-Li being a type A blood type, I was like, ooh, this is information in case they need a transfusion. It's like, no, it's based off of like personality types. So when you get all those little stats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting stuff.
Well,
Also, is Terry Bogard Mexican?
No.
Can we just claim him?
well, that is if we ever do that Scene Countdown draft episode.
I mean, honestly, that's a heavy hitter right there. I think we should draft him. I mean, he does.
He
have
is literally a heavy hitter.
right, exactly. And he asks if you're okay after he does it. I love silence in my podcast.
No, I was googling up something. So there is no Mexican fighter in the first Punch Out.
That's not surprising, I guess.
I mean, one
was
doesn't
it
come
Glass
out
Joe?
until 1995. I mean, 1994,
Well-
and it's Mass Muscle.
Of course, it's a goddamn luchador. God, every fucking fighting game has
Have
a
you
luchador.
played Punch Out? They're all stereotypes.
I know. Wasn't one of them
That
like
probably
Sausage
is the most
Grabinski?
racist game.
One of the
that's-
dudes jumps off the turnbuckle and fucking Bruce Lee kicks you.
Yeah, one of them's like Sausage Robinski or some shit like that. It's like
Soda Popinski.
There you go, Soda Popinski. He was supposed to have even more racist name than that. But
Von Kaiser.
are there any Mortal Kombat characters you can claim as Mexican?
Just Maven. Taven. That's about it.
Ogre is a fucking Aztec god, even though he could be from interdimensional. They still
Sorry, it's Movado. That is the Mexican dude.
Movado.
Yeah.
Will Movado return with the Red Dragon?
Yeah.
That's why Mortal Kombat is lesser.
The best fighting game that has
Lesser.
ever made.
Fucking lesser.
It's.
They have one Mexican character in all of their 30 iterations.
I'm sorry, how many Mexican characters does Street Fighter have?
3.
Oh, cool. So King of Fighters is the best because it has 5.
You can't just take Japanese characters and then call them
They
Mexican.
literally have Team Mexico, which is 3 people, and then 2 other Hispanic dudes.
And only one of them's a luchador. And he's a dinosaur.
Wait, he's a dinosaur? Wait, I think that's worse.
It's the same logic as King, only instead of being a jaguar.
Oh, I thought he was just a dinosaur from Mexico.
No.
Okay.
No, he's not. That's
Well,
a
then,
Tekken
yeah, I
character.
don't care. It's better. Everything's better than fucking Mortal Kombat, is what I'm saying. Is the moral of the story. It's the moral of the story.
That's not true at all.
Absolutely.
First of all, you're garbage at all fighting games.
I will beat you in every fighting game.
That's not true. We've literally fought in 3 of them, and you lost.
No, not to you. What have we fought in fighting games? Oh,
Am I-
fucking kick, was it kick jump or whatever? Jump kick?
Dive kick.
Dive kick. There you go. Yeah, that's not a real game.
It is. It's all the intricacies of trying to predict your
Yeah, and I
opponent's
beat
moves.
you. I did like the best out of everybody except the people
No,
who actually
I
play
beat
fighting
you
games.
that day at my house in my dive kick at Mortal Kombat X.
That's because Mortal Kombat sucks. The controls are sticky and slow and stupid.
It is not slow and stupid.
Absolutely. We're not going to do this. Because the thing is, the Mexican fighting game will become us if we fucking continue this.
I mean, you have a PS5. You can download all
I'm not
these games.
buying Mortal Kombat. That's for stupid people. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I'm tired of fucking acting like Mortal Kombat's a good game. It's not. And I'm not even going to...
It's
I'm not
kept
even
fighting
gonna hear
games
it.
alive
I'm not
for
even gonna,
all of
I'm not
out
even
of
gonna hear from
2002
the two of you.
to 2000.
I don't need to be gaslit into dementia having you two tell me that Mortal Kombat's a good game.
It is a good game, or else it wouldn't be around. There's plenty of examples of fighting games that are no longer around that were worse.
Like...
Virtual Fighter.
That's because there was nothing to
Go to
that
Matt
game.
McMuscles. He's got an entire series.
Learned a combo.
Killer Instinct.
All right. That one's gone.
I'm comboing, guys. I know how to play Mortal Kombat. That's all they fucking do.
That's not all the combos.
all they
look like.
fucking do.
You can also do that
That's
in
what
Street
all fighting games do. All fighting games are based on combos. Whether it's the original fucking kicking martial arts game that they played in Bloodsport or the newest
Champion.
game. Yeah.
I'm not admitting I'm not good at Mortal Kombat because I don't play garbage. I'm good at every other fighting game. I am serviceable at
you
every
have
other.
a Madden around here, son. Bold statement to make with that.
I can play Madden and fighting games.
You said you don't play garbage. I respectfully disagree.
Oh no, you're absolutely right. I'm not going to ever say that Madden is not garbage. Anyway, we're going off the point. What other things have you prepared for us to talk about? Unless it's just naming characters we know, which is a boring show.
No. What you're supposed to do is make an argument about whether these characters are a good example or a bad example.
Oh, all of them are good examples because, as you can tell, as long as they're not a luchador, they're already exceptional in their own way.
So even Escuela from Red Dead Redemption is a good example.
I mean, he's interesting in the second one. Like in the second one, he's one of the more compelling side characters, I think, because he's just like what? He's trying to like be a part of it, but also he's just like aligning himself with the wrong people. Like he's trying to be like, Dutch wants us to do this, so we're gonna do this. And then by the end of the first one, he's already just a full blown fucking villain. And it's like, fuck yeah, that's at least interesting to do. It's interesting to get a character that is just a human that's able to be like a sympathetic person who's part of the team. He plays fucking guitar by the campfire and keeps everybody happy, and then just makes the wrong decision compared to the main character. So that's a very interesting characteristic that I liked about the character. Because once you get to the first one, he's just full-blown bad guy. And it's like, oh, that's how he got there, though. He was deceived by the dark side.
So Mandy brought this up, and I think it's a good thing to talk about, because it is a good example of taking everything in Mexican culture and then just kind of... like it's not very tropey, like, and just kind of you have fun in it. So things of it do feel like natural. Like, look, I grew up with chickens and shit.
You're talking about Guacamelee.
Guacamelee.
Yeah, I never had a chance to play it. It was always on like PlayStation Store or whatever, and I was like, I'll get to it, and then I just never did. Kind of like one of those things, times a flat circle. I was like, yeah, I'll do it, and then 9 years passed, and then they came out with the second one, and then 9 years passed from that also. So. It apparently has a lot of like Easter eggs to like Legend of Zelda and a bunch of other classic games and stuff in the first one.
That is
like lots of little Easter eggs and whatnot.
I mean, even right now in the clip that it was showing, it's very memey in the way that it talks about.
It came out in the early 2000s. So.
Yeah.
2010s, right?
2010s.
Yeah.
By the way, the wife says, hi, Sammy.
Hi, everybody.
Enrico Rodriguez is...
Just Cuz?
Just Cause.
Just Cause. He's... Dominican, Puerto Rican, or Cuban. He's some kind of island.
It's one of the few...
some type of island.
Well, he's some type of island.
He's
Pokemon
literally trying
Mexican.
to rescue, liberate an island.
Island Mexican.
He's the
Rico
same type of
Rodriguez.
Mexican as Bane from Batman.
He's one of the few Hispanic characters that aren't Mexican, which is something that I kept running into, where people are just like, there's other Hispanics
Look,
besides
I'll
Mexicans.
fucking take Miles Morales as the lead in the fucking game. I'll fucking take it at this point. Mostly because that game's really fun. Even though, albeit short, it's still really fun. So, I'll look forward to the new Spider-Man co-star in Spider-Man 2.
But yes, he is Hispanic.
Yeah, he's Hispanic. I'll take Hispanics. I don't have to be Mexican. The only other Mexican I know is Dom from... Was it Dom? From Gears of War?
Well, Dom is also a pretty cool example of... I played the Gears of War game late. Literally last year is when I started playing them. And it was really cool to see... it's so focused on just another Hispanic soldier dude that it was just, and he's not over the top. He doesn't say like, "Oh, my wife made me tortilla." My wife Maria made me tortillas.
He does talk about his wife a lot. And they give him a fucked up ending with his wife, or not ending, but like scene with his wife. So I'm like, I watched my cousin play the game. He's like, "Watch this," because he had a save point right before that scene. Because he just thought it was so fucked up, and I was like, "Why are you making me watch this?"
See, this is one of
very tragic.
This is one of the memes I was talking about.
What's the proper term? I mean. I'm not going to say Latinx.
Latin?
Latin?
Yeah.
Well, that's
just
depends.
Latin is already gender neutral.
And Hispanic works under a definition of from Spanish, so it's like depending. It could be incorrect, absolutely, but I don't fucking know what to say anymore. That should be the name of this. That should be the fuck this episode. We make a new episode called "What the fuck do we call ourselves?" and what counts as what. Does Pele count?
We actually used to say
in this
that
episode.
When we had a rotating cast for the first
Brazil's Portugal.
For the first 4 or 5 episodes, when we had a rotating cast, we did ask like, "What do you call yourself?" all the time. We just because we're the core now, we don't have anybody to ask that to. Right. So we probably should have asked Emiliano when he was on.
Right.
Emiliano's goddamn Tejano, all right, and he better get out of my face about it, okay? And he better put goddamn dirty Tejano. Like that is the whole title. Don't take any shortcuts. Use it all.
I mean, that's a good name. other good examples of Hispanics that I've come across is, and none of these really happen outside of fighting games before the Xbox. Afterwards, there was a little bit of a slew of them that happened. Like Dom is a good example. That's from Xbox One and kept going for a little bit.
Right.
Which is weird because when I was doing a little bit of research, Mexican Americans have been involved in making video games since the 80s. Alfonso Romero was one of the first people that made one of the Dooms in the 90s,
right,
and a bunch of other video games. Like, we've had people like in there, and now that they still didn't do enough of a fight, except for cases like Angel and KOF.
Right.
But once the Xbox came around, the new generation, there was a lot more, and I'm not talking about Viva Pinata type shit. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, actual examples, like Dom is one, Army of Two. One of the characters.
Yeah. One of those guys is...
Yeah, he's named Tyson Rios.
Tyson Rios, that's right. I forgot about that one.
Overwatch has 2, actually. Well, 3 now.
Well, Overwatch, like, not to step on it, because it's a good thing to have representation. Overwatch and Apex Legends do this thing where it's like everyone
from all over the world.
Everyone will get a character.
They just added, in Overwatch at least, they just added a indigenous Peruvian character. So,
oh, really? What's it called? What are they called?
I don't remember. Ilari?
Do they ride an alpaca?
No, they shoot light.
That works. That's fair. Because, like, Octane from Apex Legends, I was fucking stoked. Like, yeah! Fucking go faster, vato. Like, that guy was awesome. And then they added, what's her name? God dang it, what's her name? She does the little teleport thing with the little...
Would not have got that name right.
Ilari.
Yeah. So I was right. Haha.
I think she's Spanish, but Apex Legends...
And the other one is Reaper. Reaper's...
I didn't even know about Reaper, and that was Edward's main.
Yeah, he's...
Loba, there you go.
Is there a Mexican on Fortnite? Actually, El Chapulín is in Fortnite.
Yeah, actually. That's my main.
Most Mexican is on
dude.
Fortnite, to be fair.
I'm claiming Goku.
Loba is who you're reaching for. Hex Texan brought it up.
Loba. But like I said, I think she might be Spanish, but kind of like the Antonio Banderas thing. I was like, are they? Not really.
She was cheeked up too.
Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. Hella ass. Sun is still out. That, man. Game design, baby.
And then another example would be in Borderlands. There's actually 2 characters. That was the first time I fell in love with a Mexican character.
I feel like that's racist.
What?
It's Borderlands. I feel like that's what you should call your hometown, honestly.
We do, kind of, actually. There's wild dogs out there, just the same as those monsters.
Yeah, well, who are the characters?
There's totally psychos out there.
Mordecai is one of them.
Yes, the finest name of a Mexican.
Well, because it doesn't happen on Earth. Oh, wow, when you type in Mordecai, you get...
It's the fucking...
Mordecai from Borderlands, whose mask is built as a Truxican wrestler, is what it was.
Truxican wrestler.
It's not Earth, so they have to go with other shit. So,
why are they all luchadors?
Well, that is the overall problem that I did see a lot of people make when it comes to fighting games. Is why is everyone a luchador when Mexico probably is only behind the United States in boxing champions?
Yeah. Right, like. Make him a boxer. Hell, Balrog should have been. They should have a boxer in Street Fighter, technically.
Balrog's based on Mike Tyson.
Well, I know, but that's what I'm saying. But like, they also have a British dude boxer, Dudley, in Street Fighter. They should have a Mexican. They should have a Canelo-ass fighter in Street Fighter. Nakali, I think, is another one.
Zapata, Emiliano's point. Borderlands is definitely the Valley.
GTA has Mexicans, but none are in the lead. Actually, they're going to have a Latina in GTA 6 as one of the co-options to like do the story mode with. So that was leaked. So that might be actually one of the more prominent ones coming up in the future.
The nameless protag in 3 can be whatever.
Well,
I mean, he's supposed to be the same guy as in 2, but you didn't know that when you played 3.
Right.
So a little bit of going back, just for me personally, I didn't grow up. I grew up with video games up until the fatal error of buying a Dreamcast. And then when I bought a Dreamcast, it was like, well, you're trapped here. So the person that keeps bringing up Talk About Amigo, That was all that I saw for a little bit.
Right.
And then I had a big break. I didn't play games on PlayStation 2 or the Xbox One for a while and had to go back to it. But one of the first systems that I got, ironically, was a Xbox 360 that I found in the trash. Somebody broke up with somebody and they just threw all his shit in the trash.
Did you set up the breakup? I feel like that was
No, it's just a neighbor.
I feel like that was a scheme of yours to cause a breakup. Be like, you should throw out all his shit, and then you were just conveniently there when she threw out his Xbox. That'd be a devious scheme, but I think you're one of the only people that would come up with that. To be fair,
I don't like to hurt people. I like to hurt corporations and businesses and governments. It's a different thing.
You could have had a vendetta. That's not against younger you. That's not something that younger you wouldn't have been beyond.
And Xbox 360 is like 10 years ago. That's not younger. It's 20s.
I still think you could have that. I think you could do it. I believe in you.
Well,
Marcus playing the long game. Hex Texan. No, it's just Hex. Not even Hex Texan.
No, it was a neighbor. I never even met the fucker. But
but I got all his saves. His name is Jimmy.
Well, I do go. I do dumpster dive. Well, I would look once in a while, and then it's like, oh, it's a whole Xbox 360. And one of the first games that I played was Borderlands 2.
Okay.
And that's where I fell in love with Salvador.
Gigante.
No, he's not Gigante. He is very, he's very wee.
Oh my God, what? That looks like me, honestly. Short legs and a big upper body. What is going on here?
So, I know too much about this character.
That's fine.
Salvador was he's 5'3" canonically in the video game. And his growth was stunted by taking steroids at a very young age.
So his balls are probably real small. They probably make jokes about it too.
Yeah, but small potatoes make the steak look bigger.
He's also got a small steak.
Savage Mandy, he's pocket size. But no, he just has raging gun powers. That's all he does. He gets really mad, takes no damage for a little bit, and shoots people.
Like the Punisher in that one game.
The one video? Oh, he has two. I guess.
Several videos.
Several video games. None of them great.
That one Punisher game is good.
He also has the highest bounty of all the people you can select in Borderlands 2. But yeah, no, I love Borderlands 2. It's one of my favorite video games. I talk about it a lot.
I think it's probably the best Borderlands, like actual Borderlands game.
3 is pretty bad.
Yeah, 3's not. 3's not great.
Yeah.
But another good example, because there's not a lot of games that happen in Mexico outside of
Red Dead Redemption,
and
FIFA.
Stages. No, Stages is what I was going to bring up for fighting game characters. Then that's set in Mexico.
Uncharted.
Which one goes in? The first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one's in On the Jungles of Mexico, El Dorado.
But this is a game that was I found out about it, and if you guys buy 10 subscriptions, we'll play it for you on stream because I thought it was hilarious.
It needs to be 1,000.
No, this game's old.
What is it?
It's El Chavo Kart.
Fuck yes.
Is this a real game?
This is 100% a real game.
This looks like a Flash game.
It's probably a cell phone game.
No, it's a real game.
Cell phone games are real games.
What? That is insane.
It's an actual what's it called? It's just another one of those Mario Karts.
Mario Kart clones.
Look at it. It's got sun effects and everything. Look at that.
One of the bad things that I heard about is that the music is very repetitive, so just mute it and play your own shit. But outside of that, it was just fun to see a game set in Mexico with all the references that you love.
Forza Horizon is also in Mexico, the newest one.
That's right. Yeah.
Forza Horizon 5.
We're keen to saying better than Mario Kart.
Not the person playing the damn game, running at the walls and shit.
I don't know if this would count, but there's one that takes place in our afterlife.
Which one?
Guacamelee?
Grim Fandango.
Oh, Grim Fandango.
Grim Fandango. Why does that sound familiar?
Because you're going to remember it when you see it.
Grim Fandango.
But that's also another movie that's...
Empty thoughts in my head. I cannot remember. My dementia's kicking in, man.
Be taken back in
If you are truly
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's a point-and-click adventure game. It's like one of the last ones that LucasArts made, I think.
Yeah.
You play as
Memory
Manny Calavera. So, technically a skeleton, but I think he counts. I think we claim him.
Yeah, we actually claim most skeletons, to be fair.
Well, just before
And also, he's a private dick, not a luchador skeleton. So, bonus
Right.
points.
well, you've definitely erupted the chat and people being excited about Grim Fandango. But before we go into we're going to take a quick break and then go into our last segment. What are other good or bad examples that you know about video game characters that have a Hispanic or Latin representation? Sorry, Emiliano.
As long as they're not fucking Tejanos, that's all I really. I'm kidding. No. Honestly, the one that really sticks out to me is King. King doesn't get enough credit because, like, King was the first one where I was like, "Oh, he's a luchador." I just thought he was a guy in a tiger suit, like a tiger helmet, and I was like,
Leopard.
"Okay, leopard, whatever." And I was like, "Okay." And then you look into, like, once you get access to Wikipedia and you can look up things on, like, Tekken Wiki or whatever the fuck when you're in high school, and then you're like, ooh, I'm going to read about all the fighting characters. And then you realize he's based off of Fray Tormenta, the person that Nacho Libre was based off of because he fights for the orphans. And the first one was technically, like, the Fray Tormenta character, and then that was what the King 2 was one of the kids in the orphanage that he took care of that took up the mantle, which makes it even fucking cooler after Tekken 3, I believe. And so not only do you have like this lineage thing, but also it's a giant 6'7" Mexican that's bigger and stronger than everybody in the fucking game, and without like superpowers. Like so, like Yachi or then the.
I think
Jin
only
got
the
fucking demons
the
and shit.
Jin, Kazuya,
Kazuya.
They're the only ones with superpowers for the most part.
That's what I'm saying, though. But like, he's gonna go toe to toe with all of them, including a kangaroo with boxing gloves and a bear. No, wait, yeah, that's the same game.
There's a bear.
Yeah, and Yoshimitsu.
There's two bears actually.
Yeah, Yoshimitsu with the fucking sword. He gets allowed into the Tekken tournament for some reason, and so I always thought that was fucking cool.
I think like the sword's a part of him.
No, he switches hands, I think.
Yeah, okay.
What part of you can you detach from yourself? And
I'm not a Yoshimitsu. I don't know their anatomy, bro.
Yoshimitsu's not its own thing. It's a demon spirit?
Alien.
Huh?
It is its own thing.
It's an alien.
It's a demon. I thought it was a demon spirit.
I mean, that's like the way that you look at it, but once you find out Yoshimitsu's been around since Soul Calibur.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Well, technically, I don't know. Soul Calibur, does it even exist in time? Because technically Hyrule exists in the Soul Calibur space.
Link fell through a portal. That's not the same.
Yeah, but
guest characters don't count.
Well, Darth Vader was in Soul Calibur. Kidding. That was Galaxy Far, Far Away a long time
fell
ago.
through a portal. That's how those characters get involved.
Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, King's the fucking shit, dude. Like, there's a $200 figure that I want of King. He's like 7 inches tall, and I'm like, I'm not real big into Tekken, and I don't usually collect 7-inch figures, but it's still fucking badass to have a giant leopard man or jaguar man like in your house as a fucking statue who's like the biggest motherfucker, points people right in the fucking face and just says, you. And he fucking like just so fucking cool.
What dressed up as King for Halloween last year?
I know. I saw that.
Yeah, you weren't here, but it was in your house. So.
Why were you in my house as King?
What?
Oh, did you do the show in costume?
No, it was just Elijah was here, so we used.
Well, that's right. He just broke into my home and drank all my booze.
I didn't drink all your booze.
Elijah drank all my booze.
Only one person broke into your home.
I'm getting new locks.
All right, guys. We will be right back with our last segment just after a quick commercial.
I gotta get a drink of water. Hey, folks! I went to the other side. Did you know that over 5 million people support the fine folks at Manscaped, have used the fine folks at Manscaped, and support the Mexcellence using Manscaped.com and our coupon code? Well, that maybe not 5 million people use it, but many of you out there have used it over the course of many years. Manscaped has supported the Mexcellence time and time again with sponsorship because they know that we love them, and you know that they love us. I got that backwards. Point is, Manscaped has provided tons of men's grooming items, creams, lotions, shampoos, and tools to help you get your bits right. Now, look at. it's getting near the end of summer. The kids are going back to school. And what I'm saying, don't gift them Manscaped. I'm just saying that when fall comes around, you need your body hair to fall off of you. So make sure everything's nice and trim. Just because the fall's coming, the temperature's going to start dropping pretty soon here, Lord willing, that you just all of a sudden just stop taking care of yourself. No. You don't want to get that winter coat underneath your body all set. No, you want to keep it trim, nice, and groomed. So be sure to go to manscaped.com and groom yourself using the best in men's grooming technology. Look at the Performance Package 4.0. You can get all of that right there. You get the Perfect Package 4.0 with the basics, or you can get the Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Look, your face needs care as well. My face always looks lovely. I haven't shaved in a while, but guess what? The Beard Hedger Kit keeps me in line, keeps me smooth, keeps me so fresh and so clean, and it can keep you so fresh and so clean too. And if you want to just go all out, you can get yourself that Platinum Package 4.0. And look at the Handyman. Look at the Handyman. Look at that right there. The newest bit of technology. If you want a face shaver on the go, you need a touch up away from home. You won't ever find something as small and as powerful as this. Dual action, skin safe blade head, hybrid long hair leveler, and foil shaver blades up to a 60-minute runtime. Low battery indicator. It's compact, waterproof, got a magnetic blade cover. You know how nice that is. And like most of everything with Manscaped, a USB-C charger. Your phone charges, your laptop charges with a USB-C, and now your Manscaped does too. Manscaped.com. Be sure to use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. That's MEX20. That's MEX20. You see it right here in front. Yep, it's right there. Just got to check. MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. For 20% off everything in the store. Helps us, it helps you, and it helps us again. Go use it. Thank you so much for using it. Manscaped, we love you. You out there, we love you. Your balls will thank you. I'll thank you. Your face will thank you. And the people in Manscaped will thank us by giving us another contract, hopefully. Anyway, we love Manscaped. You know we love talking about them. We'll talk about them forever. Look at that. Look at the Handyman. Go get it. 20% off using coupon code MEX20. Thank you. We'll be right back after these commercial messages, or right back to the show. Like I said, I never know where I put these. No, Emiliano, Manscaped loves us because I have tons of body hair and facial hair. Thank you.
And if you drop 5 subs, we'll shave Sam on air right now from head to toe.
Don't drop any subs for that. Don't you give us any money for that. I do it using...
We will hog time because we're Texan and we know how to do that.
Bill. I will use these scrap fighting gloves that I have yet to send out to our winners. Be sure, if you are a winner of one of the contests, I have reached out to you via Twitch message. So... or Whisper, I guess that's what they call it. So be sure to check your inbox. You have a Google Doc waiting for you to fill out so we can send you all of your prizes. And also, we have to re-roll for the Lift ATX shorts and shirt. Mm-hmm. The person who won decided to generously donate it back to the community. So
oh, sweet.
We will roll for shorts at a later date.
Well, we've talked about good examples, bad examples. People that were involved in the production of the games.
We talked about people involved with production?
Well, I brought up.
Yeah.
Alfonso Romero, who was one of the first people that make like Doom. He was involved with Doom and classic Nintendo games from the 90s. But if you guys have... Just before we get into our last part, these parts are a little bit more free form and fun. Before that, we have touched on this. What are characters that you claimed and thought were Mexican American as you were growing up? Like I brought up Kung Lao because he was wearing a sarape and a sombrero. Another example that I have is I thought for sure, and this is just based on he was tan, one of the dudes in Contra was Hispanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only so many pixels, and if they're brown, whatever, you're fine, honestly.
Yeah, the Contra dudes, I was like, yeah, one of you has got to be.
Not the blonde one.
Right, yeah. Obviously
because this was before people had like that blonde hair top.
Right. I wasn't joking about Yoshi. Because we would play Mario Party, and he does like this one, like, it's not even like a scream. He just like does like his little chatter where he goes like, It just sounded like Spanish, and so we were like, what kind of
Totally Little Mac. He's right.
Little Mac, technically. You know what? Yeah, very Italian, but at the same time,
Yeah, this
Little Mac.
Contra dude, I was like, that's just my cousin.
Yeah,
I know that guy.
I know. I've seen that guy before. Yeah, but bring up Little Mac, even like the Smash Brothers version of him. Like, yeah, he could be Italian. He could be Mexican. Honestly, to be fair. There was.
There was a point where Little Mac just looked like Oscar de la Hoya.
Right. Yeah, like you could argue, like, okay, Italian, Hispanic. You can't really tell. Let's see the guy you showed us.
That's funny on that note, because one of the first characters that confused me was Roberto Garcia is Italian.
Was he really? The whole fucking King of Fighters. That's King of Fighters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a long ponytail, looks like a Mexican dude, who looks like my uncle, honestly, who studies martial arts and stuff and swords. So, technically. But yeah, no, man. Are you going to look up Roberto Garcia?
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, that dude's Mexican. Come on. His name is Roberto Garcia. Come on. And he's got a big open shirt and a chain. Come on, dude. That's a Mexican for you. I'm telling you, look up Yoshi singing Spanish, though, on TikTok. Have you seen any of those?
No.
Oh, my God. Let me see if I can find the right one.
I will say this about, like, Yoshi. This is my random, like, Yoshi's Mexican story. My mom...
Good night, Genius Monster.
Yeah.
Good night. My mom, her name is Josefina, which is Josephine in English.
Right.
So when we got Super Mario and we told her, like, oh, yeah, that little green guy, his name is Yoshi. She was like, oh, that's what kids used to call me, like, in school when I was growing up.
Yoshi.
Because they were saying Josie.
Josie.
I was, like, 15 when I realized it. I was like, oh!
Yoshi. Play that funky music, white boy.
Well, I'm already there. I can't play it. I thought you were gonna give me a specific video.
Oh no, play that fucking music, white boy. What you got? Let me see. I mean, it's the first one usually. Are you on TikTok?
Yoshi, what, AI cover?
Yeah. What were you doing this whole time? I said look it up.
You said I had a specific. Didn't you not say I have a specific one that I want you to look up?
I mean, now I can find it, but let's see. If you just go to the first page, it should be literally the first thing, because I've looked this up before.
Yeah,
yep, that's it. See? And the thing is, if you listen to any Yoshi songs in English, does not sound nearly as good. Absolutely does not sound nearly as good. You don't have to do that. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah,
Who is this? Isha Cole? Is that what it said? I had a classmate named Josephine. Thank
Sounds
you.
like KK Slider. Yeah, that's KK Slider is also probably one of the guys I might have claimed if I was a baby now.
I think I would have claimed I would have claimed Gulliver. Because he always wakes up like drunk on the beach. I'm like,
oh, Jesus.
I have like 3 uncles like that.
Okay, now if we're digging. Technically, I made the claim that Donkey Kong was Mexican after the movie because all the Kongs knew how to fix cars. That was my claim. That's movie based, but also
my only
a
issue is
retcon.
that they were super Jewish, all of them, for like their accent.
But culturally they were Mayan. They had Mayan runes and stuff, and they all knew how to fix cars. So technically, you could argue that they were Jewish Mexicans. Who knows? That might exist. That might be a thing that exists that I don't know about.
So
that does exist.
They do exist. Ugh.
I can't give too much information because this actually happened. But in my job, I deal with people from around the world that speak Spanish.
Right.
I literally got a customer whose legal last name, government, I saw his ID, was Belmont. And I was like, so
Belmonts.
I say we claim all the Belmonts.
Yep. Simon. I don't know the other ones. Richter. There you go.
Yeah.
Richter's my favorite.
That's just Ricardo. Ricardo Belmont.
It's German.
Let's see. I'm trying to think.
I kind of wanted to claim Sonic until you started eating chili dogs.
Wait, what? Why was that the thing stopping you?
Because it's not Mexican food. That was just like it's
Mexicans
just a
can
little.
enjoy a chili dog. I don't know what you think.
Can, but it's not. Yeah, it's not a. If he was eating chile con carne, I'd be like, all right, yeah.
Sucking on just because he's sucking on chili dog outside of Taste to Freeze doesn't make him any less Mexican. All right.
I don't think he's actually.
So in the original NES, I probably would have.
Tails is Costa Rica. Serenity, are you just making things up?
Well, that's what we're doing right now. So yeah.
The guys from River City Ransom. Cunio and I forgot the other guy's name. Rikio?
So here's like a bad racist thing, me being racist towards Mexicans. I'm like, Tails can't be Mexican. He's too smart.
What? Why would you ever think that?
Because the whole thing about like, and I know this is bad, but it's just like Tails is so smart. His IQ is 300 or some shit like that, canonically in the video game. And then it's just kind of like, oh yeah, like I taught myself astrophysics by the time I was 10. Like I'm like, that's just a nerdy white kid hanging out with the cool Mexican that does nothing but run really fast.
Then he started eating chili dogs. I was like, what's that about? Oh, you're from Chicago. What the fuck? No.
I thought Pac-Man was Mexican when I was growing up, because I would give him el mango.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, Crash Bandicoot isn't Mexican, but I always thought that little apples were the Wumpa fruit were mangoes. And I was like, so this has got to take place in Mexico, right?
Right. I will take Jack from Jack and Daxter.
That's fair.
He's kind of tan. I was like, you know what, a little too tan. Like, you know, he's got to be, even though, like, you know, we don't know really what he is. He's got elf ears, whatever. Gets buff at some point. You know what? I'll take him. Why not? I'll take anybody who's a lighter shade, but not a darker shade. I'm sorry, but not black.
Senior Two Phones being that. Like, JJ is the Tails of the Mexicans. They're both small and adorable.
Well, thank you. Now I need to learn to fly a plane or build one.
Yeah, he does do both.
Let's see.
I also thought Tails was a girl for most of my life.
Didn't think that
until the Sonic Adventure game came out. It's the bangs.
Now that you say it,
like I said, I'm not gonna knock you, but I understand. I'm trying to think of other nonsense Mexican characters. That's
well, in the '90s, so many of them were like licensed. Like, can we claim Batman? Because in the original animated series, like he was pretty tan before they redesigned the way he looked. Brown suit Bruce Wayne.
Unless you found an
Mexican looking.
Unless you found an ID that said a Mexican guy was named Wayne.
I mean, in Mexico, his name is Bruno Diaz, so it just fits better.
Let's see.
Trinity being like, I just thought Tails was gay. Savage Mandy is with me, though. I thought Tails was a girl, too, to be honest.
Well, I never
But
played.
you didn't have a Sega,
Never
no?
played Sega. Yeah, I had a Nintendo.
Somebody made an argument about Luigi being Mexican online.
I thought you meant Luigi being gay. I was like, no, he's definitely trying to get a Daisy. All right, I don't want any Luigi slander. Even though it's not bad to be gay, I'm just saying, don't misname. Don't have Luigi be a misnomer for the homosexual community when clearly Birdo is a part of the LGBTQ community.
Damn, that's dark.
What is that?
Well, I better hide this jizz-covered Tails poster.
How do you ban from the tablet? How do you ban from the tablet? Oh, why would you say that? Don't say things like that.
I mean,
this was a fun time, and you just ruined it.
I mean,
MJ McAllen. Oh, is that Mike? Yeah, I'll put your government name out there, you fool. Don't you ever say jizz-covered Tails poster in this chat again.
I thought
if there was any time that it would come up, the Sonic...
It should never come up.
If there was ever a time it should
Pun
come up.
intended. See, it is. See, I know everybody who's in the chat. Don't ever say it. This is gross. Also, Marcos, please put away your jizz-covered.
It's gone.
No, I'm saying you're just you brought it for some reason. I don't know why it's off camera to the side. You need to put it away. I didn't want to see the poster. I was not as impressed as you thought I would be with it.
The Sonic fandom is weird. So if there was ever a time it would come up, it would be Sonic.
Did you get peer pressured into doing it? I'm sorry, I'm taking this bit too far.
No, I'm just not going with you.
And that is why you fail.
You never watched the cartoons? I always knew Tails was a male. Well, somebody brought up that Tails had a girl voice actor in the cartoon. But
everybody's Tara Strong, I just assume.
Tara Strong was not old enough to be Tails.
Tails was not... She's not that old. Young. There you go. Yeah.
I think they're talking about the Sonic cartoon from when I was 5.
Yeah. Tara Strong is not that
She's
young.
40. She's not 60.
40.
She wasn't voice acting in the early 90s.
Whatever.
She was probably still in high school.
It was the original Chucky Finster actress then. There was
But
only like
Christine Cavanaugh?
There you go. Yeah.
A little bit more of a fun way to end it. What kind of fun video games or settings or characters would you like to see coming in the future?
Well, there's that one Steam game where you're an indigenous dude killing conquistadors.
Oh yeah, but people got mad about that game, and they were
did
like,
it reverse. It was you were a conquistador killing all the indigenous, and then they flipped. No, you're right. It was the indigenous guy killing the conquistadors, and then people got mad, and so they're like, "Oh, you can play as the conquistadors too now." And I wanted to kill everybody. I mean, I'm joking, parody or whatever. I don't want to put that on Twitch. Yeah, it just pissed me off though, because it's like white supremacists were like, I want to play as the conquistadors and kill all the indigenous people, and then they just fucking did it. So fuck that game.
I want Mexicans to be in
Piece of
Bully
shit
2.
ass
I would like to see a Bully 2, period. And that's probably unlikely.
Fuck
The idea of high schoolers beating each other up kind of lost its allure when school shootings happened, though. I think that's why Rockstar won't touch it again.
Well, I'm saying I don't care. Every stupid video game with Mexican characters that they are all luchadors. I don't care. I just want more. Just keep adding them. Just keep giving me everything. Just as long as they're not goddamn stereotypes. Give me all of them. But honestly, just let me.
At this point, the luchador is kind of a stereotype.
I said, don't do this luchador anymore. Just as long as it's not a stereotype. Just
in metal, but make it Mexican. I like that.
Yeah, all lowrider would be sick as fuck.
There is a lowrider.
More lowriders. Actually, you know what? That's my answer. More lowriders. No, I don't give a shit. I want more creative character options. Just let me be Let me make my own Mexican characters. I played a game and I named him Salchicha to go back to your joke. It was a wonderful time. I'm playing the WWE game, like I'm playing both story modes. I played as myself, which was great, and then now I have a female character named Dulce Guerrero. Her name is the Latina sensation Sweet Sweetness Guerrero as the announcement, and it's tight as fuck.
Samoa Joe kind of. Well, he is Paco.
He is our friend Paco, your cousin Paco. But no, like, just give me the option to make my character Mexican. I'll do it my fucking self. I will make every creative. Baldur's Gate. I haven't played the game, but guess what? I'm gonna buy it because one, I heard it's good, and two, because I'm gonna make a Mexican character and put him in a fantasy world. I'm just gonna do it better because all you other fucking people suck at it.
The character creator's a little limited.
Fuck.
In what? Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, it's like preset faces. Like,
there's got to be one kind of looking Mexican guy.
You can pick the skin color and
perfect.
There's preset faces, but I'm just saying he's not gonna look like you.
But the
issue, can I put a beard and make him bald?
Not to get too into it, but like. The issue with playing Baldur's Gate is like, why do I want to be human looking? I want to be this cool reptilian guy.
I'm an elf.
Mexicans in video games, I represent even in fantasy, all right? Because the fantasy is a Mexican and goddamn fantasy. What's the last one that was there? Tessa Thompson and Marvel
And I'm
movies?
gay. I want some gay. Gay is hot.
Wait, was there any Mexicans in Dungeons and Dragons?
There was no Mexicans in Dungeons and Dragons.
Michelle Rodriguez.
I thought you said it was Tessa Thompson.
I thought it was Tessa Thompson. Forgive me for getting the two somewhat kind of actually attractive bisexual energy and or gay LGBTQ energied women leads. Forgive me.
Nice one.
Well, JJ, what kind of game would you like to see?
So there's a game that I've been playing on Steam lately. I don't know if it's on Switch or anything else, but it's called 9 Years of Shadow. It's a Metroidvania, and it's made by a small studio based in Mexico, actually. So
I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah. Sorry, Joey Bear I am the Mexican in D&D. I made a bard named Felipe Fernando Fernandez. That's fucking awesome.
Oh, we had too much shit going on during that 9-hour stream, but I definitely still want to have a gathering at some point. Maybe we can put it on air.
A gathering? What do you mean?
So the 5 of us get together. Maybe if Gertz wants to do it, 6, and I'll be dungeon master. and then all of you just create a character and fight.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah, that would happen in like 2 hours. It wouldn't take too long.
Jesus Christ.
It just depends on how dumb you want to play. I remember I told the idea to one of our mutual friends, Maggie, and she was just like, "Oh, I would just play a healer and just heal the person."
She would just heal JJ. She's already biased. I don't want her playing. You're not. No girls allowed.
Well, I would have the dumb and just like charge straight into battle.
Well, you do. Well, never mind. I'm not gonna get into it.
It's okay. I'm a monk. I'll just punch it. But he's got bows and arrows. I can punch them.
Right. Fists are big.
But no, one of the things that I would like to see, just because I have so much fun with them and there's so much free form, it's 10 and it's $9.50. And it's basically like Persona. Persona is one of my favorite video games that I've ever played. It's an RPG.
Yeah. Hey, Joker! Is that right? That little cat person?
Yes.
Okay. Smash Brothers ruined me. You're looking great, Joker! I don't know what the fuck he says, but
there is like a phone game version of it that's I thought stupid, but it's worth bringing up for the lulz. Mexican School Simulator.
Is that hair or a sombrero?
That is a sombrero. If you want to see what the character looks like,
I don't. What?
I love this.
I hate this.
it's a really dumb click and adventure game, but it's at the end of the
Savage Manny, don't thumbs up that. How dare you? How dare you thumbs up that?
Also, character design is hard. That's easily translates. Hey, even your character has a sombrero. Don't knock it.
How many subs to get Sammy to play?
600. There, your challenge is set.
I don't think there's 600 people that would get subs. Would people be triple subbed?
Yeah, more the merrier. Damn it, fuck it.
But no, in general, if you've never played Persona, it's a really fun RPG game. I think that there's too much of an emphasis on food, luchadors, and downright villainy that it'd be cool to just do, like, take it back the way that the Spider-Verse does, where it's just like everything about Miles's culture isn't in your face, it's in the background and it feels natural, and just want to see that in an RPG game.
Yeah, that's why you just make me create a character. I don't trust anybody to make that, you know? Like, there's no Mexican dev team that would make that with the amount of care.
There's been Mexican dev teams since the 90s.
I just mentioned.
That have made what?
9 years of Shadow. I literally just mentioned the game.
The fuck's 9 years of Shadow?
He just mentioned it.
Just kidding. I'm just
Got
kidding.
dementia.
I got
$5.99 to go.
There you go. In the case of Street Fighter, a chef and a luchador. Hey, it was 2009? 10? They were learning still.
I don't know. We were playing in my backyard. That's all I remember. But yeah, no, there's people out there trying to make games. Like at this point, like what has happened as there's tent poles. Madden is one of them. Call of Duty is another of them. Where that they just expect idiots to buy them, whether the game is good or has any new updates.
Which I'm fucking not until I do.
I mean, you and Tommy argue about whether you'll buy it or not, and then one of you does.
Well, Tommy doesn't have a next-gen system, at least to my knowledge, so it doesn't make any sense because they're not upgrading those anymore. Me, on the other hand, I'm probably just not going to get it because it looks the fucking same again. And I only bought this one because I had a PS5 and I hadn't bought it in 2 years, so...
Just to bring up some of the stuff that Savage Mandy brought up, because I thought they were good examples, a Guillermo del Toro horror game.
That'd be fun.
This one is in the works, I believe.
He is friends with Kojima. And he was going to make one, but then, they fired.
I don't know what's up with Guillermo del Toro and people just telling him no after all those projects sounding exciting.
Well, they didn't just tell Guillermo no. They also told his best friend and renowned video game director Hideo Kojima, no, go fuck yourself.
But I mean, it's not even that. Other projects, because DC was like, hey, do you want to make a movie? And he's like, yeah, I'd like to make Justice League Dark. I think all your superheroes are too powerful, so I just want to do a magic one. And I was like, yeah, that sounds awesome. With Constantine and Satana.
Also, Savage Mandy, Assassin's Creed Mexico was a dream that I've given up on. They decided to just do everything but what people want, and then they're like, okay, fine, we'll go to Japan. Fine.
It's
whatever.
a Black Samurai.
Sure. Wonderful. Great. They promised me fucking Mayans like 20 years ago when they did Black Flag. They already had a ton of the assets, and that was one of the coolest, the best fucking game in the series was Black Flag. And they decided to just ignore all that shit, and they just went to every fucking place other than Mexico. Those bastards.
I mean, the thing that made
Fuck
Black
Ubisoft.
Flag cool wasn't necessarily Mexico. It was being a pirate.
Well, it's being a pirate, but then you also had this like, oh, we got to go find. We have this fucking club of Mayans that taught him fucking everything, how to be a goddamn assassin. And they're like, all right, bye. Time to go sail the seven seas, which, of course, is lovely and wonderful. But they're like, hey, yeah, we've established that we have assassins here in the jungles. And then they fucked it up. And I will never forgive them. Because it's going to be too late, because I don't think anybody's going to care. Mirage is coming out, and I don't think anybody really cares.
People care.
Do they?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because it's a return to form. So the last 3 Assassin's Creed games have changed the formula.
Right. And yeah,
Right.
Valhalla sucked terribly.
Right, yeah. And this one's not going to be that anymore. It's going back to Black Flag sort of style gameplay.
Sure. I'll believe it when I see it.
The one that definitely might be coming, I don't know at what point because I don't know what order they're going to do it. Gods of War Mexico is going to happen at some point.
But it's still Kratos.
Yeah, it's still
And he's
Kratos.
still Nordic and Roman and Greek.
He's Greek.
Yeah.
He's just Greek.
Well, Greek and now Nordic, and he's not gonna be starting to wear serapes and shit.
Well, I mean,
whatever the
that would be
equivalent of the
before
ancient- Yeah, I'm about to
serapes.
say. Yeah, that's so Jaguar pelts. I don't think I could vibe with a Greek dude.
I mean, do you know like a ton about Aztec gods? They're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're cool as shit. I know, but then he's gonna go fucking kill them all. That doesn't sound like a good time.
I don't think he killed all the. I didn't see God of War 2, but
Well, the first one, he fucked up a lot of them. He fucked up at least one.
well,
from
in his
series.
own pantheon, he killed all of them.
Right.
But I don't think he killed all of them in the Norse religion.
He fucked up some bloodlines, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So,
Like, he didn't kill Thor. I know that for a fact. Spoiler, but yeah.
yeah, I still have that game. I still haven't played
And
it. I need to play it.
the Aztec gods are like pretty damn strong, even in terms of like the god tier power levels.
Right. I mean, flying serpent
Like,
snake guy.
Quetzalcoatl could totally solo Zeus and the entire
Right.
the
Right.
entire Greek pantheon.
Right. But like, I don't want to see him do that. I don't want to. I mean, he could probably solo, but then Kratos is gonna have magic sun powers. Him and
Well,
his magic
Kratos
sun.
was part of the Greek pantheon, so Quetzalcoatl could solo him too.
Well, then how do you have a game? He's just gonna be fucking Tlaloc and then fucking no more rain. He's just gonna kill the rain.
He'd probably follow the Ragnarok formula where he doesn't kill all of them. He might take on a couple of jobber gods, but
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, the Norse gods, like, I know Kratos is a big monster, but he literally walks in there. It's like, you can't go to heaven unless you die in war. That's very barbaric. Like, and then Odin is kind of a dick, and Thor is also kind of a dick. So, kind of could be done that way. And I know that like we should have some sort of like love for Aztec culture, but it is a culture based on like, yeah, we're gonna behead people, and
Yeah, I want to do the beheading. I don't want to be beheaded. All right.
But then you can play that other game that we already
No,
brought
because he
up.
plays the Spanish, and I don't want that fucking racist
You don't have to play
bullshit.
as the
No,
Spanish.
it's in the game as a pre-built thing. Fuck those devs.
No, I thought you pick one or the other.
No, they started off as just the Aztecs, and it was a shitty looking game anyway. But fuck it, you get to fight them. But then the white supremacists said, "No one plays the Spanish," and then they fucking caved to them because they're a bunch of dipshits with no spines. So fuck them and that game. Is what I'm saying. Piece of shit, motherfuckers. Have a fucking spine, you worthless pieces of shit.
Well, they want their game to sell.
Yeah, I know, because they're fucking stupid, dumb assholes who have no spine. So fuck them, is what I'm saying. I understand exactly what they're trying to do. I want this shit to sell. You won't see me out here talking about, oh yeah, we're going to kill indigenous people as a minigame for the Mexicans.
I mean, I remember, I think it was 10, 15 years ago, people were like mad that you could play the Taliban in Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's not great.
No, but I was...
Being the Russians and shooting an airport is not the coolest vibe.
Well, I mean...
you don't have to shoot anyone.
Oh, but... You got the option to do that.
You did that on your own.
I never played a Call of Duty game, so I'm fucking...
Yeah, no, you don't actually have to shoot them.
I'm absolved of all my
That's
sins.
not a requirement. It's not an objective.
I never played a Call of Duty game. when I played Counter-Strike, where I was like, I played all 4 different flavors of terrorists.
You
and
did real Counter-Strike.
True.
You were playing Counter-Strike with life. So,
but I was just saying that, like, I never understood why it was so, because it's always just red versus blue. In fucking Gears of War, you can play as the Locust. That doesn't mean you're a good guy.
but that's not a real thing.
But in
Conquistadors
Counter-Strike,
are real
the
things.
Taliban, the IRA, and all the other terrorist groups that you play as are a real thing.
That's not fucking dope.
But I'm just saying, I did that at 14, and I was just like, sure, there has to be shirts and there has to be a skins. That's all it like.
Yeah.
It is. That's all it really is.
Right, but never mind. I
don't mean about that when it comes.
I don't want to fucking do this because then I have to fucking argue, and then once I argue, I'm just getting a bunch of fucking hollow mans, and I'm not gonna do it today.
Hollow Mans?
Hollow man, straw man arguments, whatever the fuck.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Invisible Man or something.
Also Mexican.
Bacon gonna show up and do stuff to you.
What? So okay, I was like, wait a minute, I never watched that movie. But if he was a hollow man, I would do. Never mind.
Well, no, he would have to be the one doing the diddling because you can't see him.
But he's hollow, so there's probably more.
I mean,
things
you're
to-
hollow technically too.
I got a lot of goop in there. I'm pretty sure.
I see several holes.
Do not look at my holes.
Your nose is
Don't
hollow.
open them.
Okay, that's me closing all my.
Other thing I'd like to say, I would like to see a video game fighting character that's not a luchador. Like, just a boxer would be cool.
I demanded that already. Yep. Let's see. I want a Mexican fighting game character that is a genius. There you go. I want him to be like
George Lopez and Blue Beetle.
No, I want to be like Kyosuke in a fucking lab coat from fucking SNK. No, Rival Schools. There you go. I got it confused. Yeah, I want a fucking Mexican in a lab coat.
There's not. You want Sanchez from Blue Beetle.
Yeah, exactly. Chubby. Yeah, make him chubby too. Exactly. Wasn't even fucking Sanchez. I didn't even remember his long ass name.
It was definitely De La Cruz.
There you go.
Can one of y'all slap Sammy so he could be knocked out?
Gamer introvert power. I will fight you in the street. Don't you even start with me.
An Aztec priestess in Mortal Kombat. You kind of get that.
I will be an Aztec warrior in the street, asking you to fight you outside.
You're gonna wear a
I will be
loincloth?
the Street Fighter character. It'll be called Sammy, and it's just me in the game, which is what I'm gonna do in Street Fighter 6 once I get it. It's just gonna be me, and I'm gonna be kicking Ryu's ass all over the place. I am the
Ryu's
greatest
one-
Mexican video game fighting game character. If we're being real, Sammy Gonzalez is the best video game fighting character of all time. 9 Super Bowl champions. He's won a couple WWE championships. Fucking Lord knows how many college titles. Football. Shit, I'm the
There's
greatest.
no way you won any college titles.
Yeah, I got NCAA 14 on fucking PS3, baby.
I was like, that game hasn't existed in
With-
10 years.
The Gauchos with my face scanned in. Me going to my actual high
Gauchos
school.
don't have an actual football team.
Which is why the video game character is such a fucking achiever. 4 times NCAA championship, old style, no play tournament. Goddamn, was it? I had the Intercontinental Championship, the WWE Main Championship, the Tag Team Championship. Let's see what else. I've won the fucking Grand Prix in like '97 with Gran Turismo.
Technically,
yeah.
If you win 5 titles in 2014, you just won 1 title.
What?
Because you said the game is called NCAA 2014.
No, you get to play subsequent years. It starts in 2014.
Uh-huh.
So you can go to 15, 16, 17, 18 onwards. Time doesn't just stop in the game. You don't just play the same 1 year in sports over and over like a goddamn fucking endless system.
You got to graduate
cycle.
at some point, Sam.
Exactly. After 4 years. And then I transferred my consciousness from that game into the game Madden 25. And then I won 10 Super Bowls in a row with the Raiders. And then they forced me to retire. They forced me to retire because I was that
Someone
damn
clipped
good.
this part with the dementia part earlier.
Mod Nation Racers, Mario Kart Champion, all of the
I
tracks.
believe in Mario Kart, you were the worst.
I'm the me though, but I won playing my own game. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, when you're playing by yourself, like
I'm playing against fucking Baby Mario. Fuck Baby Mario, but I'm playing against that son of a bitch.
I just remember JJ beat you in WWE.
Those were scrimmages, all right? That was not for any title belts. That was for the 9th anniversary.
I just remember the one time that you actually played JJ, and Key. Key lapped everyone for some fucking reason.
But I wasn't the me. I was playing as Yoshi, who's also Mexican.
So kind of you.
I am not a Yoshi. I can't do the Yoshi thing. Play it. Keep playing it. Don't start what you can't finish. I think we should leave on this. That's the greatest outro music of all time.
I feel yeah, I'm a champion and tennis player in Wii Sports. Who plays Wii Sports that much?
Once again, it's from 2006. They're fine.
Sammy is the Yoshi of the Mexicans.
Exactly. Everyone's fucking favorite.
I mean, I think JJ was already established as the favorite.
JJ's Kirby.
What? That's not even a top 5 character.
Kirby's a top 5 character. What are you talking about?
Nah.
Kirby's great.
What is my Kirby?
I don't know. I just said a fucking cute character that's not.
Sounds very I Love Lucy. Savage Mandy has a Kirby tattoo.
Fine. Who do you want to be, JJ?
Oh, I don't care. I was just asking, what's your reason?
No, now you're shy guy. All right, you're gonna get
Shy
demoted.
Guy was actually cooler than Kirby, though.
Okay, you're gonna get demoted to more and more
Oh,
obscure
great.
characters.
You made me a luchador because I have a mask.
Okay, Hammer Brother. You are now a Hammer Brother. All right, you're gonna keep getting
Just
demoted.
because I'm drunk doesn't mean I'm hammered.
All right, fine. You're the guy in the cloud with the camera. There.
Like you too.
Yeah, you're a Lakitu now. You're a Lakitu with the wrong way sign. You only show up when people are going the wrong way in life. Not even on the road, in life.
So, turn around.
You are now... I'm just trying to think of more obscure fucking Nintendo characters.
Emiliano is bringing up that Pokemon is Mexican.
We do have a Whooper.
I did look at Hitmonlee, and I was like, that's also Oscar de la Hoya.
Hitmonchan.
Hitmonchan. Let's see. Hitmonchan.
Whooper is an axolotl, and a Cubone's Mexican. That's...
Oh, yeah, my cousin sent me some
with
fan art
every
where Cubone had his sugar skull.
Every new video game is a different island. Like, I think the last one was basically the UK, like
Right.
with corgis and
Spain.
shit. Spain?
Yeah.
They could definitely go to Mexico at some point.
Oh, yeah, somebody's already done a project where they made a bunch of original Mexican Pokemon, and they all looked really fucking great, so...
Yeah,
Juan
Jaguars
Lucha.
are cool.
Even they have a luchador.
Who?
Juan Lucha.
It's a Mexican.
I don't know Pokemon anymore. You might as well be speaking just actual Spanish, and I wouldn't even know if it was a Pokemon.
I'm going to claim Honch Crow. Honch Crow, because it sounds like...
Honcho?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, he's got a hat.
Let's see. I don't have a frame of reference anymore. I'm an
Mudkip
elderly...
is also an axolotl.
It's a swallow, ain't it?
Yeah, look at him.
Oh,
Look at
yeah,
that
he's got a
bitchin'
hat. Yeah, he's got a feather in his hat because he's a bird.
Who else? There.
Jigglypuff is Mexican, straight up exotico. Straight up toxica, actually.
That is true. Drop dicks on everyone.
Listen to my singing.
I mean, if you see my story on Instagram, I make a very interesting claim that the origin of Mexico is just a Pokemon battle.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
That's gonna be the fucking God damn it.
Well, guys,
we established this new Pokedex when they found a fucking eagle fighting a fucking snake, and then they battled on top of a fucking thing, and that's gonna be.
when we saw Pidgeotto eating Ekans, we were like, "This is the new land."
No, they're gonna be new original ones, but it is gonna be an Ekans eating a Pharaoh or a Pharaoh eating an Ekans or whatever the fuck. Whatever the fuck.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here tonight. Please join us on Tuesday. We'll be back with our first Compas in a while, just due to COVID sickness and general.
I'm
tomfoolery.
fine. Stop blaming things on COVID anymore. We're good now.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Exactly. We're back in action, baby.
And then the Thursday after that, we're going to be doing a Sing Countdown. Where we talk about our top 5 TikTok channel trends.
Oh, we also have Rayquaza.
Yeah.
Rayquaza's Quetzalcoatl.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But thank you for coming out and enjoy the weekend.
Play the goddamn Yoshi. Don't drop your book. Just play the goddamn Yoshi.
I don't even know if it's there anymore. Oh, there it is.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Look at that.